I'm Julie Langford, and my daughter Mila is 2 years and 3 months, and my son Grady is 5 months old. I had a great pregnancy and delivery with my daughter. The arrival of our second baby was very different. I didn't have anything feel particularly wrong on that evening that made me go to the IWK. I just had this overwhelming feeling that something wasn't right, and I needed to get to the IWK and get checked out. The nurse hooked me up to some monitors, and then all of a sudden we heard the heart rate drop right off. The steady heartbeat vanished altogether. And then all of a sudden, a crew of people walked in the hospital room with a wheelchair and basically said, "Hi, Julie, nice to meet you. I'm your surgeon. The baby's coming out right now. Hop in this chair. Let's go." I was so scared I couldn't even cry. Like, I was just numb with fear, but then relieved, of course, that he was out and he was fine. I got to hold him for maybe 10 seconds, and then they put him in the incubator and wheeled him off, and my husband went and saw where he was going to be in the NICU. He just looked so fragile, and he had a lot of machinery hooked up to him. We got to know the nurses, and everyone was so wonderful. You knew that your baby was in the best care possible. So we were working on him feeding on his own, gaining some weight, breathing on his own and consistently. So at the 4-week mark, we were told that we were going to get to bring our son home. We were very excited. He was still only weighed 4 pounds, so he was still tiny. Finally, we were together as a family, and it was perfect. It was such a great day. Take me into your loving arms. Watching our 2 kids interact was, wow, it was really great. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. We had a wonderful first day at home. Place your head on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud. Maybe we found love right where we are. I'd had him home for a day and a half. I was feeding Grady and everything was going well. And I went to burp him and he went limp in my arms. And then he started turning blue. I put him into the football carry position and I smacked his back and nothing happened. So I called 911. I gave Grady CPR until the first respondent showed up. They worked on Grady for 20 minutes in our driveway. The IWK worked on our baby for 4 weeks, sent us home with this beautiful, healthy baby boy. And in a matter of seconds, I didn't think we were going to have him anymore. I thought we had lost our little boy. Luckily, that wasn't the case. I could hear Grady crying. I didn't know what kind of damage had been done, but I at least knew he was alive. They had to stabilize him before we could start our journey to the IWK. A whole team of doctors was waiting for us, nurses. I knew he was unresponsive for 20 minutes. I was hit with that whole other world of emotions of, we're going to have our son, but what issues are we now going to be faced with? Because 20 minutes is a very long time. They sent us back to the NICU. We were seeing people that we trusted with our son's life. He needed an MRI to see what kind of brain damage had been done. And all the results came back normal. He is so strong, he's so resilient, and he's amazing. Now, that's not to say we're in the clear. The doctors have been very clear with us that with MRI results, if something is not seen doesn't mean there may not be developmental issues and vice versa. When his treatment was done after 10 days, we were able to bring him home for good. So baby, now, take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Oh, darling, place your head on my beating heart. We're part of the perinatal follow-up program, and they'll watch Grady for 3 years. We're really relieved to be a part of that program at the IWK. We're just hoping for the best, that whatever it was a one-time random fluke that we'll never see again. We're just staying optimistic. He seems great. He's been smiling and laughing and cooing, starting to focus on things, starting to bring his hands together. So all of those things are a very, very big deal to us. We found love right where we are.
Please support the IWK Radiothon. 1-800-595-2266. 1-800-595-2266.
We found love right where we are.